Hello and welcome back to Well That Escalated Quickly. It's Tuesday. Of course I'm behind again. But today I have another little viewer episode. Apparently you guys want to come to me about your dating experiences. And I will just like to lead off and say, I am so glad that the Chicagoland area is not the only area that fucking blows for dating. The girl who messaged me is from Indiana. She said that she had been on a few dates with this, she's dating around, but she really liked this one guy. She'd been on a few dates with him. She said everything was like going really, really well, but then she started questioning things because it seemed like it was like a little too good to be true. So she asked around about him, and obviously, we all know about the are we dating the same guy groups, or is that the same guy? Even though it's supposed to be a huge secret, it's not. So she ended up posting a picture of this man in this group. To her knowledge, he was not dating around. He was trying to be exclusive with her. Clearly not, because someone commented, well, actually, not someone, a few someones messaged her saying that they had been dating him for just as long, if not longer. And I'm really, really glad that this girl actually sent me like a picture of what this man looks like, because it's always the ugly ones. It's never like the attractive ones, and not that it's like skin deep or anything, but like you should just be happy that you have this gorgeous looking woman next to you. Because, you could walk around with someone that looks like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. I'm just saying. But anyway, she said things were going really, really well until then. She brought up the fact that she heard from multiple women that he was, in fact, dating around. And he said, I don't know what you're talking about. But, like, first of all, she's showing you the proof. Okay, like, she didn't show him the group per se. She had messages from these women. They were going back and forth. And they, too, shared pictures with her of them with this man. So she shows him the proof when they're together, and he goes, I don't know what you're talking about. Why is it that when the proof is visible in your face, like, it's always denied? So I'm not even just talking about men in particular. Women do this shit too. Dating has become such a fucking joke. That's why no one's getting married anymore, because none of you guys can stay fucking committed. Like, no one wants fucking commitment. Okay? Don't get me wrong. I was the same fucking way. I'm not a fucking angel. But if you're talking to someone who legit is telling you that this is like their long term, like this is what they want long term with their life, leave them alone if that's not what you want. Like, it's really not that fucking hard, because what are you sticking around for besides to hurt someone intentionally? Like, I don't get that. But anyway, so the fact that I seen what this man looks like, it's hilarious. Because she even told me, she goes, girl, it's crazy because he's not even remotely someone that I would have like been interested in physically. But the conversation is what got me. She's like, but then when we met in person, he was a catfish. I'm like, oh my God. Why? So apparently he had told her that he was 5'11". Man turned out to be about 5'5" and a half. We'll give him the half. So my lovely, lovely listener is 5'7". Okay. So she had her little short king. Okay. Good for you, girl. Short king's gotta be loved sometime too. Anyway. She decides to give him a chance just because their conversation is on point. And she liked what he was saying, how he was talking, and how everything was going. Well, like I said, she brings us to, and he has no idea what she's talking about. That's him in those fucking pictures. But he has no idea what she's talking about. So she decided to get on one of those, you know, like those sites where you can do like background checks and stuff. I don't think people really realize how much information you can get from that. You can literally find anything that this, like, the person you're looking up is like attached to. Marriages, family, websites, dating sites, okay, what your emails are affiliated with. You can find everything and anything. Okay, so this girl decides, I'm going to do this. She paid for it and found out a ton of shit. This man was literally on every single dating app. He was a part of some more adult websites, we'll say. But then she came across a girl who posted about him, okay, in the same Facebook group, saying that she had dated this man for several years, and he is a longtime cheater and manipulator and abuser. And so she decided to reach out to this woman. Come to find out, this woman was his wife. Always the married ones. So she decides to tell the wife, I'm so sorry, I didn't know about you. I don't know if your relationship was still carrying on while we were together, but this is what happened. So the wife messages her back and says that no, they are not together. No, they weren't together when she was dating her, but when he was dating her, I'm sorry. But the wife just apologized to her for even encountering this man, which says a lot. But then also tells her that he will never be faithful. He has never been faithful since day one. They spent 17 years together, and he's cheated every single one of those years. Now, everyone has different viewpoints on cheating, okay? Not everyone sees things the same. But in retrospect, if you have to delete messages, if you have to hide things, you're already cheating, okay? If you feel like you're doing something and it's wrong, guess what? You're fucking cheating, okay? So the wife proceeds to tell the girl that this man also had a fetish for prostitutes and informed the girl that she should go and get tested. He has also visited many places that offer happy endings. So the wife sends over bank statements proving that he's been to these places. The girl in turn did her research and did in fact find out that he was going to these places, which is crazy. Because why are you paying for it when your wife is at home? I don't understand that. If you have to pay for it, don't be fucking married, you fucking loser. Like, let your wife find someone who's gonna treat her like the fucking queen she is, you piece of shit. Anyway, off topic. So, the girl has now presented this man with all of this shit. All of this physical proof, okay? She sees the same man posted not even like 4 days later. Same thing. So, instead of the girl finding the wife, the other girl, this girl reaches out to her and says, don't waste your time, sends her all the proof. So now these two girls are in communication, and they went out for drinks to discuss what in the fuck life is at this point. So she, my listener, ends up showing her the proof, the fucking bank statements, the pictures of him with the other women, and the other girl was like, oh, like, this is pretty shocking because you would never think that he would do something like this. And mind you, both of these women are very beautiful women. She sent me pictures from their little drink date. This man is like hideous. Like, just be happy. Just be happy that you can get anyone to respond to you is what I'm saying, because the audacity is crazy. So now, like, I just never really understood that. Why disturb someone's fucking peace for you to just go and do dumb shit. Like, just be single. Don't try to, like, be in a relationship with people. Don't ask people to be exclusive. Just say it is what it is. We're friends with benefits. That's it. That's all. End of story. So that these people are not getting fucking attached for you to fucking sit there and hurt them. Like, come on now. It's really, like, irritating. Because, like, I can sit here and I can treat the life out of at least 15 people off the top of my head for doing the same shit. So, like, I mean, we're grown. So, we've all been there. We've all done that. I mean, hell, some of us have probably fucking cheated. I have. I'll be the first to admit that I have. I'm not gonna let anyone fucking speak for me, but I have. Okay, and it felt like shit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it really felt like fucking shit. And I just don't know how people can wake up every single day with that guilt on them, because that shit will eat you the fuck alive. But also, it took me a very long time to realize that, like, yes, in the moment it felt like shit, but also it still feels like shit as an adult, because why did I want to hurt somebody that bad? Like, why the fuck would I want to hurt somebody like that? So, like, now hearing these stories, and I haven't gotten a perspective from a man. I'm still waiting on that. I don't know if men want to, like, really share their garbage dating history with women who are shit, but women are more forthcoming, and I'm so sorry. Like, I see it from both ends. Like, I really do. I don't see it from a cheater, like the cheater's point of view, but, like, even men in bad situations, I've seen that too. I mean, I wasn't involved in the situation, so I don't know, like, the exact details, but I've seen it from afar. For, like, that happened to a few of my friends. And women can be just as brutal. Women can be just as fucking brutal. I mean, I just feel like at this point, I mean, if you're in your fucking 30s, okay, like me, it's just, there's a point where just, you call it fucking quits to go do whatever it is, like, whatever it is you want to do. Because I don't have time. Like, I'm 33 years old. Yes, that may be young to some, but I want to live my life happily. Like, the rest of it that I have left, I would like to be happy and fucking peaceful. I don't know about you, but I would love to just have peace every single day and lay in my motherfucking bed and be like, no, I'm not being cheated on right now. You know, I can close my eyes and peacefully go to sleep and not have to have a single fucking worry in the world. But you know what? Also, the problem is that you have a fucking dating app at everywhere you turn. Okay, and I'm not just gonna blame the apps, because it's the individual, right? The individual makes that choice. But look at all the temptation in the fucking world we have right now. Like, it's literally everywhere. Then you have the men. There is men who don't give a fuck if you're married. They don't care. They don't care if you're in a relationship. They're cool with being number 2, because number 2 doesn't have to deal with the same shit that number 1 got to deal with, right? And also, there is an abundance of fucking women out there who don't give a flying fuck if they're destroying homes. Okay, I've come in contact with a few of those who shall remain nameless, but if they're listening, they know. But there are women who are very accepting of that. I have seen videos on TikTok of these women priding themselves on being a side piece. Like, I just don't understand that, because I'm the type of person, I need all of your attention. I need you to text me back. I'm very much a person that gets pissed off when you don't text me back. Okay, my husband knows that. He made a comment about that not too long ago. I don't like to be left on red. Like, there's a lot of things. Like, I just could not see being, like, priding myself on that shit. Like, how can you pride yourself on breaking up someone's home, like, with children, a marriage? Like, marriage is, it's a fucking vows that you make with that person. Like, and then you involve somebody's children, though. You involve somebody's children. You tear both parents apart, and now these children are in the middle of it. And these people who love to do this shit just really don't give a fuck. And I'm not going to lie to you. The person I was talking to before my husband, okay, he was very much like that. He wanted everything that was unattainable to him, at least, or so he thought was unattainable, right? Everyone wants that forbidden fruit. So, This man came up to me while I was in a relationship-ish thing, okay, I guess, and then told me it's cool because I just have to be the favorite. I don't have to be number one. That shit right there is motherfucking crazy to me. Because how are you just okay? Like, what the fuck even is that? Like, you're my favorite? Like, you're okay with being the favorite, just not, you don't have to be the main dish. You could be the side entree, right? That's crazy to me. I don't think I'll ever truly understand the dating world and how people see shit like that. Because, like, it took me a long fucking time to have a clear fucking mind the way that I do now. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I just can never see me going back to that. I was never the type of person who wanted to be a side piece. I was never out there trying to destroy people's homes and shit, okay? But it's, like, literally mind-blowing of how people are okay with that, though. Like, I just have to think to myself and be like, okay, how would I feel if my kids were hurt like that in that situation? Like, that's just me. Like, I feel like at this point, and honestly, for, like, years now, I always sit back and I think, like, how is this going to affect my kids' feelings? And this is why I say anyone who comes to me for advice about dating who has children, I always say do not bring nobody around your kids. Because you don't know what their intention is until they've been there for a while, okay? You really, really have to know somebody to know that that person is not going to put your kids through the same hurt that they've already been through once, if not multiple times, right? So we really have to, those are the lives that we as parents have to protect, is the children. So, moral of my fucking story is, number one, don't be nasty and ugly, okay? Because, I mean, what's on the outside doesn't always mean that that's what's on the inside, right? Most of us go off of physical attraction in order to, like, pursue someone, correct? But it's when you get to talking to that person and they're nothing but a manipulating, lying motherfucking piece of shit, right? But you got this beautiful girl on your arm and basically you're treating her like, okay, well, we could go out tonight, right? And you could be my arm candy so that everyone could look at me like I'm this big tough man. You're not. You're still motherfucking ugly. She's still fucking way too beautiful to be out with you. And she looking like a whole fucking goofy at the end of the day for even talking to your fucking ugly ass. When she should have let those, like, inner thoughts take over and be like, bitch, why? He is so fucking ugly. He is fucking 5'5". You could put your fucking foot on him and crush him like a fucking ant. But no, she took the higher road, right? And she was like, oh no, because the conversation was great. He has a good personality. My hat's off to you, bitch. Because you did that. Okay? Unfortunately, it didn't turn out in your favor. And I feel for you. But there's somebody out there for you. There's somebody out there for you. There's somebody out there for everybody. It's just weeding through the fucking manipulators, the liars, the cheaters, the fucking abusers. Okay? And then those motherfuckers who are so fucking sneaky that they think they can hide everything. What you do in the dark comes to the light. And I'm going to say that till I'm blue in the face. What you do in the dark comes to the motherfucking light. As she has proven, everything came to the light. And thankfully for this girl, you know, she moved on. She, you know, let him be, especially after him lying dead ass to her face. Even with the fucking physical proof in his face. So I just really hope that for her dating situation gets better. Girl, I know you're 34 years old. I know you're tired. You told me this, okay? Stop looking on the apps, okay? Meet somebody in the wild. And I'm not saying that that's going to be much better, but you get all the liars, manipulators, the fucking cheaters. You get all of those on the apps. Like, apps, no. Just try to meet somebody. Try to meet somebody in the fucking wild, okay, girl? Because, like, I'm in those fucking are we dating the same guy groups, too. Like, obviously, I had to make sure who I was talking to was good before I met my husband. And I'm not gonna lie, I looked at my husband on there too. Because who is not gonna do that? I want to know, like, your experiences. I want to know what he's done to you. I want to know what kind of hurt he's caused, or if he was actually like a decent human being. So like, I get it, and I see all these women every single day posting about all this shit, and I just wish that people would get their shit together. And I know there's a group out there for women, for the men who are listening. I know there's a group for women. I was posted in the women's group, in the men's group for the women. I'm not gonna lie. My reviews were not great. But not for the reasons that you would think. I just knew what I wanted, and I think that was too much for people. So yeah, moral of the story is do your background, like search the background. Okay, I'm not saying like pay for a service, but like really do your fucking research on these people before you even go on date one. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I mean, and then you need to like honestly like get a book on psychology, because it'll tell you when they're lying. Like once you read it, it'll click. So like when you go on these dates, don't take anything too seriously. Like, you watch what they say, how they say it, and their movements with it. The way their eyes fucking move, the way their hands move, the way they talk, the way they present themselves, the way they stand there doing nothing. You watch all that shit to decipher whether or not that motherfucker is worth your time. Whether it's a man or a fucking woman, they will tell you everything you need to know based off of saying fucking nothing. But anyway, that is what I got for today. So, like I say at the end of every episode, reach out to me on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. I also have the email address, is that escalatedpodcast@gmail.com. You can message me on any one of those platforms. I do check my emails daily. But if you prefer to get in contact with me through any of those, I'm cool with that too. So just remember, reach out, give me those stories. Let me know what you want to hear me talk about. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. But until next time, stay safe in your dating lives.